MMA Viking here with Gunnar Nelson. We meet again.
Yeah.
We go around the fifth time here.
Yeah.
Tell us a little history about a trip to Sweden. I know you planned one. I think in like 2008 you were actually supposed to fight Diego Gonzalez here.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that? That would have been your first fight here.
Yeah. I was meant to fight him. 2008, and it was a funny thing because I came over here and I spent like 2 or 3 nights here, and I was ready to get it on, but then I guess there was a Swedish committee that thought that I wasn't experienced enough to be fighting him, so that was that, and I flew back home.
Okay, so you almost actually fought here before, but
Yeah.
it didn't come up. Following up on some of the comments today, obviously you got a nice haircut, and I heard that it was on the front page of one of the local papers in the celebrity section in Iceland. What do you think about having articles like that written about you in mainstream papers?
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. You know, you cut your hair and it's everywhere and everybody's talking about it. You know, I guess that's part of what we are and what we do. You know, I don't particularly plan this haircut, hair to hair, but I think it looks nice.
Yeah, I mean, are you someone that goes in and has like a picture in your hand and say this is what you want, or do you just sit down and say do something?
My aunt actually cuts my hair and has done since I was young, you know. So I just said I want a short haircut. My head is hot all the time, so that's what she gave me.
Okay, yeah, because it seems like for the winters you kind of go a little more Viking style.
Yeah. I like to grow my hair when it's colder, you know, and then usually I shave it all the way, but yeah, this is fine. Break it up a bit.
Yeah, because I think the old pictures when you were training with BJ Penn in Hawaii, I think then you kind of had like really short hair.
Yeah, like yourself.
Okay, well I wish I had hair that I could like keep clean. Let's go back to your last bout. I wanted to ask you about the Zach Cummings bout. The first round was very close and competitive, and the second round was going that same direction. Did you panic or think like it's time I really need to turn this on, or this could not go my way?
Well, to me, it was the first round was we were kind of feeling each other out, or I was moving around and kind of trying to see where I could come in, and he was probably doing the same because I didn't feel too much commitment from him. He went for the cleanse, and that he didn't quite commit to anything. I thought, but then at the second round it was kind of the same, and I was starting to think that he was going to try to take it to a decision, but and I wouldn't have thought that. I would have thought that he wanted to finish the fight, so that might have been a little bit surprising to me, but still don't know. He'll know himself what he was thinking, but I started to pick up the pace and put the pressure on a bit more, and obviously there's been quite a few openings that I already seen and was able to capitalize on step to step, you know.
Give us some insight on. I know you trained a lot with Gunnar, and then getting a guy with Connor. Sorry, with such a big guy like Zach. How does it feel like training with someone much smaller? And I know Athi Cathal's a big guy to train with, but how does it feel training with someone so light and then fighting these huge welterweights?
Well, like you said, I got Carl Pendred. He's pretty big and strong, you know, and if you're used to moving him around and well having him move you around, then it's no problem when you get in there, you know. As well as I never had problems with bigger guys. It never bothered me too much. It's just a different way of fighting, and you have to adapt to it, and I think a lot of people just refuse and think it's easier not to adapt and just cut shitloads of weight and stuff, and that's okay. But for me, I don't mind it, you know. So it's not a problem. And training with Connor and then going in with Zach Cummings or anyone for that matter is very good because Connor is so much faster and slicker, you know, and so when you're used to that speed and then you go in there and you feel like people are moving in slow motion, it's that, you know, that's a good thing as well.
Great. And then last question for you. You commented that this might be a quick fight. And I've never really heard that type of comment from you before. Usually you're very much, we'll see how it goes, and opportunities will present itself. Why so much confidence or making statements like that now in your career?
Well, I always, if you look at my fights, then it would be kind of strange not to think that the fight would be fairly quick. So I'm simply stating from experience, but I, like always, it's always gonna be me going in and having a feel, and the fight can go anywhere. It's always a fight, you know. That hasn't changed right now. That will never change. So, but talking from experience and from my mind and the way I fight and the way I want to fight is I'm always going to try to finish the fight, and I'm going to try to do it earlier than later.
Great. Well, good luck to you on October 4th, and thanks for your time.
Thanks very much. Yeah, you know, Iceland is very small. We have about 300,000 people in the whole country. So when you're on TV and a few times for a few years, you know, you're gonna be known by everyone, by grandpas. I mean, like every single person, because it's such a small community, and like when you're walking around downtown, people want a picture, but at this stage, everybody that wants a picture already has one, so it's quite nice, you know.